Hey everybody, it's Amanda, and today we have a thrift haul. I am so excited to show you guys this thrift haul. Rick and I actually went to a new Goodwill. We went to the one in Asheville, North Carolina, and we had never been there before. We'd heard about it, but we've been to a few different Goodwill outlet centers before, aka the bins, and sometimes they're not as clean, sometimes they're really busy and people are kind of rushed and not so nice. We're actually fortunate enough to live very centrally located from many different cities, and since Goodwill outlet centers are in big cities, we have our choice of multiple ones that are within about an hour of our house. And usually when we have a date day, we'll like go drive to wherever one of those cities are, and we'll go do the outlets, and we will go, you know, go do something else. But anyway, so we decided to try the bins in Asheville because we'd heard about it, and we were pleasantly surprised. It was one of our best Goodwill experiences. We actually got a lot of stuff, and the people there were very, very pleasant. They were orderly. No one was, you know, aggressive. It was a really good time. So yay, Goodwill Outlet Center Asheville. Highly recommend. I will say this, and I meant to show this to you last video. Whenever we go to the Goodwill bins, we wear gloves. Let me show you the gloves we use. Okay, here they are. These are like, they have a plasticky on them. They actually are Rick's work gloves, and he usually, I wish I could tell you where I got them. I don't know. But I think he gets them at like Dollar General or Walmart or something. He gets them like a big package. There's a bunch of them in a pack for, you know, really cheap, but they're better than just like plastic gloves, like, you know, the ones that you wear at the latex ones at a doctor's office, because they last longer. We can wash them, and they're kind of sticky, so you can grab a hold of things, and we feel protected. You know, we've definitely been to Goodwill bins without gloves and touched things that made us uncomfortable. So gloves, always bring gloves, guys, always bring gloves. Just my recommendation. They're cheap, you can rewash them, and usually when we purchase things, we'll throw them in the wash and we'll throw the gloves in the wash with it. So that's just a little side note, have some gloves. But anyway, I want to show you what I bought, because here's my receipt. I spent, let me see if you can see it on there. Yeah, $39.34. That's pretty awesome. Under $40. When you see how much stuff I got, you are going to be shocked, because I got several items of clothing for myself, and then of course I got a bunch of stuff that I want to use for my little crafty projects. I cannot wait to show you. I cannot wait to show you. Okay, but we're going to start with the clothes first, because I don't usually look at clothes in the bins, but this one they had the like housewares items mixed in with the clothes. So, you know, I'm picking through clothes anyway, and if I happen to see something that I like that was my size, I was like, you know what, I might get that. But I'm gonna show you this first thing. And I actually am gonna try to show you a picture, not right now because I am not putting it on. But here's a look at the fabric of a dress that I found. And I saw it, and I saw it was my size, and I saw it was a shape that normally works for me. And at the bins, of course, everything there, I think was like $1.49 a pound. I actually think it was one of the cheaper Goodwill bins that I've been to. But the shape of this was really nice. The colors were really nice, very spring and summery. We have some events, spring, summer events, weddings, things like that coming up. And I thought, well, this would be cute, like maybe to the beach also. And I was like, you know, I think it'll fit me, it'll work. You guys, when I tried it on, I was like, oh, look at me looking good. Okay, like I was feeling good about myself. And I was like, that is like one of my favorite thrift finds in a while. Like super cute. I think this is gonna work for my summery stuff, I really do. But anyway, I love it, and that was a great purchase. And of course, like I said, $1.49 a pound. It's a dress, so it's a little heavy. It was probably like $1 or $2. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. I also found completely the opposite of the spring-like dress that I showed you. This really pretty, it's got a hood, right? Rick thought it was a poncho. It's just one of those like really long sweaters. It's like really, really long. There it is. It's got the little fringe and the opening. It's got a hood, and it is from American Eagle, right? Super, super cute. And this is very light. I doubt this was even $1. I doubt this was even £1. I mean, it's so, so very light. But I thought this would be really warm in the winter. And I can, you know, I understand that it's really warming up here in North Carolina, but it's actually a short sleeve sweater. So maybe on a day where I just need a little something cozy. I love it. But anyway, super cute. All these have been washed, by the way. This is, I don't film the video until I've washed it. So that I thought was cute. This is a little personal, but I'm assuming we're all ladies here, so you guys will understand. So it's a little nightgown. And it's a short sleeve one, right? And it's kind of like knee length. And it's just this cute little pattern. It's just like grandma jammies. You know what I'm saying? Just the comfy grandma jammies. You know, the ones that you've seen in the reels that are like, these are the jammies that got grandma's bills paid, right? You've seen those reels, right? That's what this is. And my bills are paid, y'all. So I got me a little set of spring jammies, and they're super cute, and I like them, and I got them at the Bins. Grandma is smart. That's all I'm saying about that, but that's right. So that was a good find. I was excited about that. And then couple other little things. A little pink t-shirt. Yes, it's Tommy Hilfiger. We're going that direction. But I love pink on me. I think it looks good with my complexion. I'm over the flu, but I've still got a little cough. I'm still like tired. So I'm not looking my best, but at my best, this would look really cute on me. And I think it's gonna be nice, like I said, for spring and summer. I'm really kind of keeping my eye out for spring and summer things, but I don't normally find them, and I thought that looks cute. I tried it on. I like the fit. I like the color. It's probably a men's because it's a medium, but it works for me and I like it. So yay. And then this last one is just a little tank. I wear tanks under my shirts a lot. So this is just a little tank, and I was like, oh, that'd fit me. And you know what, just having a tank top is so expensive now, y'all. You used to be able to get a tank top at Walmart for like $1, and now you can't get it for like $5. So, but they're so light. Something like this at the Bins, maybe a quarter, maybe 50 cents. So yay, I'm getting it. So, let me show you a couple other little things. So this is a scarf. And it's one of those like infinity scarves. Again, I know it's not the season for it, but that's cool because if you're gonna get deals, then you need to buy them off season. But I just think it looked cozy, and it was the right color, and it was light, right? This is again, 50 cents, 25 cents when it's all said and done. So I got this scarf, and I love this one for me. But I'll show you another scarf that I got. Here it is. And this is actually a really big, like wide, long scarf. I almost thought it was a blanket at first, and it probably could be used as a lap blanket if you were inclined. If you wanted to just like put it up against something. It's Airy, if you want to know the brand. But it's very long and it's very wide. And so yeah, I definitely think as I'm sitting here holding it, it could totally be a lap blanket. But it's really intended to be a scarf. But this I think is so cute that, I mean, I'm probably not going to, but you could take something like this and save it for next Christmas and make it a gift for someone. And you know, if your family is okay with that, you know, my family, we have a $5 and under Christmas. So the fact that I probably got this for $1, and if I keep finding some things, I could pack a whole bag of nice things for under $5 for someone in my family. So, and I think it's really cute. I think it's something somebody would appreciate having. Maybe my mom, maybe my sister, maybe my daughter. So again, the Bins, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. And this is a great time to start thinking about stuff for Christmas for next year if you have the storage space. So anyway, those are the only clothing items I found. Everything else goes with my little crafty dreams. So I'm very excited to show them to you. But the first thing I'm gonna show you is, like, speaking of Christmas, I found this. It is a tree skirt, and it's like a little crochet tree skirt. Now I have washed it, but I haven't pressed it or anything. So it's not like, you know, totally what it needs to be. but it's so cute, and I love all the little crochet details on there. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. It's beautiful. Again, this is so light. And Rick and I do not have a tree skirt right now that we like, because we've kind of changed our decor on our Christmas things. So I've been looking for one, and I was actually like, I purchased one on clearance at Walmart this year, but I was still kind of iffy about it. I was like, I don't know. This is what I needed. This will work. Maybe I'll resell the other one, but look at how beautiful that is. I think I'm all set for Christmas. So that was a good purchase. A couple other small items that I purchased. A couple small things. Number one, hand-stitched pillowcase for fall. It's only one. I wish there were two. But look, it's got the little crochet edge and the little hand-stitched fall leaves. Oh, I love that. That might make its way into a Christmas gift as well. Again, from my mother or my sister or something. But I just think it's so adorable, and it's totally like crisp and clean, like it were brand new. I mean, that's just beautiful. Somebody did some work on that, and then I guess they couldn't use it, but I love it. And I'm going to cherish it. I'm going to do something with it. What? I don't know. But I'm going to keep it, and I think it's lovely. Here's another pillowcase. This. I'm going to tell you why I got this. Because I actually have this fabric from probably a sheet or something. I can't remember. Oh, you know what? I think I had another pillowcase. Brianna, when she was learning to sew years ago, she made a pillowcase dress out of the same fabric. And we actually had a bunch of this fabric at the time that we'd gotten at thrift stores, and we were using for little projects. I think I used this fabric on the quilt that I made for Rocky. Pretty sure I did. But the idea is that I think it's a really versatile fabric, and so since I found it and I still have some here, I was like, ooh, now I have some more of that fabric. You guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, Goodwill Bins is the best place to get fabric. You know, I have been talking about doing Whatnot. I love Whatnot. I'm obsessed with Whatnot. I want to do my own Whatnot show. But I was like, what am I going to sell? Maybe some housewares. I've talked to you about that before, but I was thinking I might do like crafty stuff. Like maybe crafting materials. What do you guys think about that? Let me know. Because maybe I could find some good material that I use for crafts that you guys might want to use for crafts too, and you cannot beat the price. You cannot beat the price. I could give you something that would be so much cheaper than another fabric store that shall not be named. Because if you've been going and buying fabrics, it's ridiculous. So I'm just throwing it out there as an option. I love looking for fabrics at the bins. Maybe I could pass those deals along. Tell me what you think about that. That's a side note. On that same note, vintage fabric. What? I found these. Look at this. If this does not thrill your vintage soul. They're little like handkerchiefs, but they're like the vintagey fabric. I would probably turn this into something else. I'm really thinking about it. I think it would make the cutest like little quilt squares. You'd have to back it with something else because they're very thin. But I just think they would be so cute on a vintage quilt. Like I can't even. So I got 3 of them. And they are literally the cutest. Like these colors, you guys, these colors, I mean, does that not make you happy? Totally makes me happy. And if not, maybe I'll make something for my little school that I want to have. Maybe it'll have a little vintage retro vibe. I love it. Okay. This is another thing that I like for spring. Somebody took the time, again, hand-stitched, crocheted edge. And this is a table runner. I don't know if you see how long that is. But look at that. And I was like, this cannot, you know, everything at the bins that doesn't sell gets sent to the landfill. I mean, that's its final destination. So I feel like when I'm at the bins, I'm rescuing things that would get thrown away otherwise. And somebody put so much time into this. I was like, this cannot get thrown away. And the bins only stay out in the area so long, and then they pull it to the back. So this, I was like, I don't know if anybody else here will appreciate this as much as I do. But I think this is beautiful. I think the colors, again, perfect for spring and summer. It's very, like the colors on here are bright, but the white with the brown, it's very neutral. And I think you could use it for a lot of things. This is the kind of thing that, like, I might find it somewhere in my house, but if I can't, this is the kind of thing I'd put on Whatnot. Because I know that somebody out there would appreciate this. And there was so much effort and energy put into it. I just really think someone has a use for this. Let me know. Let me know. I need to figure out what I want to sell it for. But it is beautiful. It is beautiful. And I just think that that's the kind of thing that I just can't let go to the landfill. I just can't let it happen. So, another fabric thing that I got for me. It looks like somebody took a skirt, just the way that it's shaped, and cut the frilly part off the skirt. But I gotta be honest with you, I love the fabric choices. And I was like, you know, I wanna take and do some little quilty crafts. I have a few in mind. And I thought this fabric was very like cottage core quilty adorableness. And so yeah, and here's a bigger stripe. And you can see it's torn a little on some of the edges, but I mean, if I'm gonna use it for crafts, who cares? But this is so light. I mean, it's literally just probably a yard of pre-stitched fabric. But, you know, I really think I could do something with it. And it probably cost me, again, like a quarter, 50 cents. So, again, saving it from the landfill, I can do something with this fabric. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it work. Let's see, one more smaller thing, maybe a couple more smaller things. A sheet. Now this is, again, if you can see, this sheet, well, it's actually, I don't think this is a sheet. I think this is a bed skirt, right? But it's got the scalloped edges and it's got the little trim on it. I actually want to use this for fabric. And the middle of it is just this, you know, creamy off-white color, which I think I could use for about a million things. Now there's some staining on it. I mean, it's a bed skirt. So it wasn't on the mattress or anything, but it's just got some like little stains here and there on the actual skirting part, some where it's off colored from, I guess, some being in the sun and some not. There's also some little tears on it, and that's cool. But I love the little decor on it, the little stitching, and I think I could do something cute with it on some of my little craft projects. And who can't use just a plain fabric for like a, you know, mocking up something? So you can't beat the price. It's the size of a sheet, probably a full size. And yeah, so I picked that up while I was there. Now, those are, well, I got one more little small thing, but it goes with something else. So let me just tell you. You know, oh no, I got one more small thing. Let me show you this. But first, let me give you a little backstory. So we're looking in the bins. We're looking. We got our gloves on, we're looking, and they're bringing out new bins. But I was really like looking at one. I was digging in something and trying to find something, trying to dig something out. And I saw that they're bringing a new bin out, and I see something on the bin, and it was yarn. And I see it, I immediately know it is good yarn. If you are a crafter girl, you know good yarn, and you know it from a distance. So I looked at it and I was like, Rick, do you see that yarn? I want you to go get that yarn. And he's like, right now? I was like, yeah, I'm busy with this, but just go grab that yarn. Because I didn't think anybody else was gonna be like, ooh, yarn. But I knew what it was. So I was like, get me that yarn. So he goes over there, and Rick is not as aggressive as I am. He is undercover. He is in his heart way more aggressive than I am. But in the Goodwill Bins, he's just like, you know, he doesn't want to like get in front of anybody. So he went over there, and there were 4 skeins of yarn, and I wanted him to get all 4. And he came back and he handed me 2, and I'm like, baby, go get the other ones. And they were already gone. And I was like, I will kill you. Like, why did you not get them for me? And he was like, because they're ugly. I was like, you do not know what women like. Don't tell me they're ugly. You don't know. You don't know what I want to crochet with. Like, what are you talking about? Let me show you. Let me show you this yarn. If you're a yarn person, you know what I'm talking about. Look at this yarn, you guys. Now, it had a thing on it. I took it off, right? Because I wanted to look at the information on it, and I was thinking about, I haven't done it yet. This is actually the only thing on this that I haven't washed yet. But, so I was thinking about washing it and then just hanging it to dry because it's still got a little fuzzies and things on it from the bins, but I haven't washed it yet. But anyway, I was like, what do you mean it's ugly? This is beautiful. And he said, it's orange. I said, well, it's not fall, baby, but it's gonna be fall. And in fall, this is pumpkin spice beauty. This is deliciousness. I can see a million crafts with this. Like, you just don't understand. And I'm like, this is beautiful, beautiful yarn. He was like, okay, I don't even know the difference. I'm like, baby, look at this. Look at this. Let me show you. 100% Peruvian wool. 100% Peruvian wool. 100% Peruvian wool. And he got me too. Do you want to know how much this is? Do you see that original price of $21 a skein? $21 a skein. Am I going to be able to buy another one? No. So whatever I make has to use 2 skeins, but I'm going to tell you right now. He did not understand. He says he understands next time if I say go get something, get them all. I was like, just get them all, even if you don't, like, you're like, I don't know. I was like, if we don't like them, I can put them back. But get every one of them. But this was a little tension on our trip. But I am so in love with this. I cannot wait to do something with some Peruvian wool, you guys. What? I was like, you might be getting an orange scarf next Christmas. And he was like, no, thank you. Anyway, I love it. Okay, big items. So, I don't know if you saw in my receipt. They weigh the quilts. And if they are over a certain amount, then they charge them for $5. So all of the quilts that I'm about to show you were $5. And yes, I said all of the quilts because I've got several quilts here. But I'm going to show them to you because I was so excited when I grabbed all of them. The first one, I have the quilts, and it's just a gray quilt, you guys. But look at that. I also have the pillowcase. Now again, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Am I going to keep it as is? I'm going to cut it up for projects. I don't know. It does have somewhere. Okay, it does have on the edge the trim, or the edging coming off a little bit. But that's really it. That's really all of the damage, and that's easily fixed. So it's like I could just repair that and then have a perfectly good gray blanket, which this is so useful. This would be something like if you had company come over and anybody could use it. And it'd be totally fine. And you got a nice pillowcase for them too. It's actually a larger, probably a full size, maybe a queen quilt. So it really probably should have had 2 pillowcases, but I only found 1. But I went ahead and picked it up anyway because it did match. So this was very nice. I might cut it up. I might not. I was thinking it would be really good as kind of a background solid color for some boy quilts. But I haven't decided. But you guys, this quilt right here, I literally ran to a new bin because I saw it peeking out and I was like, what? This matches Brianna's old bedroom, the walls. And I was like, you know what? Let me show you the inside of it. There's the inside. But it matches so perfectly. And right now I have a comforter. It's the, I'm trying to get rid of all the comforters and switch over to quilts entirely. But only at the Goodwill Bins price. I ain't trying to buy no couple $100 quilt. So, you guys, this matches so perfectly. And look at this. I found these. They're Pioneer Woman quilty pillowcases. Now, this side is, I think, meant to be the pretty side. And this side is meant to be the back side. But I actually think the back side, and I like quilty things that don't quite match. So I actually think the back side will look cute with it, with some pillows, some coordinating pillows on the front. I'll show it to you when I get it on the bed, because it probably doesn't look like it matches, but it's trust me, it's a vibe. I put it on the bed, like kind of laid it out and thought, this is gonna work. So I think it's gonna be super, super cute. And frankly, if I don't love the pillowcases later, I'll switch them out for some different ones. It ain't like I don't have some pillowcases, you guys. So I think it's gonna work. I really like it, and you can't beat the price on it. But that quilt is definitely going to be something that I keep for me in our spare bedroom. I love it. It's a queen size bed, fits perfectly. If I could find a king size one that would fit my bed, I would be in heaven. But you know, there that is. So I'm gonna save the last quilt for the end. I'm gonna show you a couple other things that I got. So the last bin items besides the quilt that I'm holding out on you, Rick found 2 books. He's found a Martha Stewart Holidays book and an Egg Money quilt book. And he knows I'm looking for quilty stuff. So I've already looked through this. This actually has at the back patterns. I'm obsessed with that book, for real. The Martha Stewart one actually has some recipes and some other things in it. So he knows I like looking at those things too. So these are just cute little books, and the books are like 49 cents a pound. So it's probably like 50 cents for each of these books. And they're really cute, so we got those. And then I do want to show you, we did go to a separate thrift store and just got a couple of things, but I have to show them to you. Look at this. This is a cute little plate with a little farm on it. I love it. They actually had 3 of them for $2 each. This was the one, they have some little cracking in them. This one had the least cracking. I should have bought the other ones, even though they had cracking. Like, I totally could have sold those on Whatnot, I think. They're selling for like $20 on eBay, even though the tag for the original price is still on it at $7.99. I think they were selling at Hobby Lobby. But regardless, on eBay, it's like 20 bucks now, because look how cute this is. Who doesn't want this? I'm gonna hang this up on my wall somewhere. But $2, so cute. And then for all my little crafty projects, fiber fill for $2. That's just a little side note. But look, I have found it. I have found my holy grail. I have found a quilt, but not just any quilt. This quilt is very damaged. like a lot of the patches are falling apart, and it's got some staining and things on it. I don't know if you can see it in this light, but there's some staining on it. It's an older quilt. I also don't know if you can tell from where you are, but this is a hand-stitched quilt, and you can tell because as you look closely at the stitches, they're unevenly spaced, they're unevenly sized. Like this is, let me see if I can get a close-up of this spot right here. I can't get a close-up, but trust me, this is a very nicely hand-stitched quilt. And I really, really love the colors and the fabrics that they chose. But like I said, look at this. It's so torn up. Like a lot of them are coming apart and coming off. So this is exactly what I've been looking for. A quilt that would otherwise not really be useful as a quilt that I can do some repair on and cut up. See, this is another big spot. It's another big spot. It's just like coming off. It's another big spot. Look, the more I keep looking, the more I see them. This is exactly what I've been looking for. It's called a cutter quilt. And the idea that I can make some repairs to some of the spots and make some little crafty projects with them. I have so many ideas. I am so looking forward to having some time. This summer, so I finished my bachelor's degree in May, and I'm applying for a master's program. And because I'm just a glutton for punishment, because I have dreams, you guys. I have dreams now, but I have the summer where I don't have any major projects going on. So this summer I'm going to play with my little crafty projects. I'm so excited about it. You have no idea. But yeah, so I've been looking for quilts that I can use as a cutter quilt, but my problem is I love every quilt that I buy. And I love this one too, but it is so torn up that I would not be able to use it as an actual quilt at this point. It's just, it is rough. So it's my thing I've been looking for. A quilt that I love, that needs some TLC, and can be useful in other ways. So I'm very, very much looking forward to playing with that. And that's my little dream come true. Can you believe I got all of that for under $40? Do you know at the actual retail price, just those two things of yarn are more than $40? Let's not even talk about the price of all of these quilts, all of those clothes, my little decor items. You guys, I got so much stuff at the Goodwill Bins this time. It was amazing, amazing. So I'm just throwing it out there. We're gonna be going back. I mean, obviously we love the bins. We're going back and we're going to Asheville. We're going to other ones. We go to different ones from time to time, but I'm very excited. I think if I get to a point where I get like 50 items, I'm gonna try to set aside 50 items. And when I get 50 items together, I'll let you know what they are and we'll do a little whatnot show. And it's gonna be amazing. I'll put my whatnot link down in the description box. And if you wanna get on whatnot and play with it, you get it like a $10 credit if you sign up. Just free $10. You just pay the shipping. That's pretty amazing. So use that, and it is an affiliate link. I get a little like credit at whatnot too, but it doesn't. I just want you to get on whatnot because I'm telling you, if you get on there, you're gonna save money. Maybe you don't have a Goodwill Bins near you. I've been on whatnot buying stuff just for like a couple of, they have like $1 auctions all the time. Get on there, look for it. You can put in the search bar, $1 auctions, and people buy things, and it's really great. So just an idea for you, throwing it out there, but I want to show you what I picked up at the bins, and I'm just really excited. I'm really excited. We have been enjoying, Rick and I have really been enjoying going to the bins, finding deals, doing things in the house, and finding little projects, little grandma projects to entertain myself with. So, anyway, well, all right, well, that's it for this haul. Let me know what your favorite item was, and that's that. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me for my very long but exciting thrift haul, and you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.